Hello, guys. Good morning. Oh, good morning. If you're in Spain. Um, Good afternoon if you're elsewhere, and maybe good night. Okay. Let's wait a couple of minutes. Can you hear me? Is the volume okay of the audio? Do you need me to adjust something? Mm, okay. If there's a problem with the audio, hi, hello. Milo Miloveget Gupta. How you doing? Where are you joining from? Um, I think there's kind of a lot of people from India. In the last stream, there was a couple of folks from India. Okay. I don't know if you've been in the first stream. It was basically what we did. Okay, great. I think in India it's maybe 10:30 a.m. 10:30, it's or 11:30 a.m. 'Cause here in Spain it's 7 a.m. and I think between Spain and India it's 4.5 hours or five. I don't know exactly. But yeah, thank you for joining. As I said, in our last stream we talked about Amadeus API. Um, Basically, it's an API to build that allows you to build backend for your search engine, uh, basically for flights and hotels. We walked through the API and we we tried and test sorry we try and test some functionalities of the API. The hotels API, we checked the last part just to search for hotels. And the flight API, we try to book a flight actually from the API. And we walk through all these different scenarios. Today, we're going to build the code actually. It's first of all for accessing the tokens, and second to book the flights. Well, first of all, search the flights and book them. And yeah, in let's hope we have time so we can walk through the hotels part too. And maybe if there's you need more feedback, we'll be uh, ready to. I'll be ready to be hoping to be more helpful. Okay, so do you have all the API set up? I don't know if you're the same. You joined the first part, or you catched up later on with the live stream. But if no, we can just make we can pass through a little bit of the API, and I'll show you just how to set up. It's really easy, but so you can set up your API. First of all, the API is called Amadeus. Amadeus. It's okay. So you just search Amadeus, okay, Amadeus for developers, and you can register. It's completely free. So you just register and create an account. Um, Here we can see the API usage. Well, actually, you have like different free requests. Um, in the test environment, there's two: the test and production. So you can see your quota. You have 3,000 requests, and for example, this one you for there's different endpoints and different um, limited requests, so no problem with testing them. Um, okay, so we create our app here just to get the tokens. The Do you need some help uh, to register, or did you mess up anything? Uh, you can just comment if you have any problem. We will try to solve it. Okay. So okay, great then. Um, App name we can just I don't know, global hack week flights. We create the app, and then we have our API key and secret. So we can go here and generate a new one. As I said in the last stream, there's no problem sharing right now with you this API secret because it's an individual app. It's not my account, client, and secret. So after the stream, I'll be deleting it. So there's no problem with that. Okay, so once we have our access token, we can just copy this and make the request. In this case, just a search. Uh, adults. Yeah, let's try with this one for December. It's a barrier token. Okay, so let's see if we have any offers. Okay, so basically, as I explained in the last stream, this is the sample output that we get from the request. So it's a data structure with all our going flights, and the hours, the dates, the airports, and the prices. Most important thing. Um, so once we here, you can see check bags, for example, like the weight in which metric, well, unit. And once we want to book this flight, for example, we just took um, I'm just doing like a brief review of what we did so you can catch up a little bit. Okay, then flight pricing. Okay, so once we have the offer we want to take, we just check the actual price or the actual offer. What did you see? I think it was the same one. Okay, it's not the same one. Okay. Okay, so the offer didn't change. So we have the same offer for the same route. Um, it will it has stops. So it's Barcelona, Istanbul, and Istanbul to BKK. Think I don't think it's Bangladesh. It's Thailand. Okay, I think it's Bangkok. Okay, makes sense. Um, yeah, to Bangkok. And it will be TK. That stands for, I think, Turkish Airlines. Let me check. A airline code, Turkish Airlines. Okay, so it will be operated by Turkish Airlines, both of them. So yeah. Okay. Once we have our flights, we can just copy the confirmation and be ready to make the order. how we make the order. Basically, that's the same confirmation offer here. Confirmation offer and the passengers data. So maybe we should get a failing request here. I'll explain you why. Okay, so let's create the order. Okay, so let's create it. Okay, we have an error. That means that in this case, we're trying to book a flight for 2 passengers. Because the search. Okay, so the search here was for 2 passengers, 2 adults, and we're trying to book the flight just for 1 passenger. That means that maybe we should just maybe copying this should be fine. Traveler ID. Okay, so the the traveler ID must be different than one. So it's 2 segment sell failure, do not sell. Second one. Okay, that means maybe in the first request we had 2 seats, and in the confirmation we couldn't get both of them because maybe in this one it it's taking the same one because it doesn't know how to manage them. So let's try for another one. For example, for just one person. Let's see. Flight search. Okay, let's try a more simple one. Non-stop. Sure. Like just to search for direct flights. Okay, maybe it's okay. Oh, okay, it's not that one. Okay, get token, access token. It's not this one. Okay. That's okay. I think it expired. Has expired. Let's try it with another one. Flight offer search. Okay, let's try with this one. This offer. Just get this one. Get the confirmation. Okay, so this is the response actually. Body. Okay, search. Okay, and the token is valid. Don't worry about this token thing, because later on we will be introducing creating a function to do this automatically. So we will not be worrying about um, the request token. Uh, okay, it says that's not working. Okay, okay, I think I know why. Okay, this should work. Should be working. Invalid data, no fare applicable. Let's take another offer. Um, Not to mention, while this is just an environment setup, the data is not in real time, it's cached. So that's why sometimes there's inconsistencies in the data because it's not in real time. It's cached, and maybe this flight doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so this is working. Let's try to book this one. Okay, flight offers. Something went wrong while running. Okay, maybe it's the token again. this from option. Yeah, let's see what happened. Cannot read properties of undefined set to offer. That's why is that. Mm, okay. Okay. Let's try with another one. Because this one's not working. As you can see. Let's try with this one maybe. Flight offers. Okay, let's try with this one. No, this is not the confirmation. Okay, the pricing endpoint. Data received, no fair applicable. Okay, this is not. Okay, so let's move to the code. Maybe it will be more interactive to work with than the actual API. But first of all, let's get a data that some data that's working. We can move on. I will try for another flight from Barcelona to PMA, PMI, sorry. Max, three flights, again, non-south adults. Okay, okay, let's try with this one. This one should be simple. Because it's just a 30-minute flight and it's the simplest thing. Search for. Okay. This is the offer. Okay. The offer is working. Can you see the postman correctly? Do you need me to put the screen bigger? Okay, so we're checking the confirmation and we'll try to book that. Let's see. Okay, now it worked. Now it worked. Okay. Yeah, fly offer. Let me see if I can move this. Not like just try to make screen bigger. Okay, okay, I'll just okay. Okay, so here we have our confirmation, the flight order confirmation. So that means okay, we have our travelers info, blah blah, the passport number, due date, expiration date, and all the information that we need to book these flights. Delays, well, these are some agreements of the airline or the consolidator to book the flights. So yeah, it's important to show this to the user because in case of a problem, they know well they can know how to solve it. Okay, so let's move to the code actually. Okay, let's move to. Can you see the code screen? Let me know. Okay, first of all, what we are well, we will be doing it in we will be using Golang um just to make it a little bit simple. So first of all, we'll be creating a new folder called app, and the first one will be config. This one here, package app. Okay, so this first of all will be configuration for the application, and will be let's say the token authentication config. Okay, so so this is the authentication thing. No worries. Um, so what we'll be creating is basically the function to get the token all the time. This process of you know just accessing this endpoint, sending the request, getting this information, and getting the token for each request or for every 10 minutes. We can do this with this function. So once we just make a request to see some flights, it will just take the token automatically from the function. Okay, so first of all, and endpoint base URL. Endpoint base URL will be the Amadeus test. Will be this test Amadeus.com. Okay, yeah, version 1. Okay, let's see which one we're using. Okay, version 1. Okay, the second thing will be the API client ID, and this is recommended to be an environment variable. But in this case, we just just copy it because uh, it will not be reused, and it's not that secret because it will be deleted after the stream. Client secret. Client secret. Okay. So the other thing is the type header. Okay. Content and type. Okay. The content header will be x3w form URL encoder. So content type header. Okay. Content type header. This I call this form URL encoder. Should I also start to write code right now? If I could. Yeah, sure, you can. The first part was just a walkthrough, and we were just we made no code in the first part. The code came in the second part. Now we will see how we can connect the API to the real code, so we can just make requests with our program or app or whatever. So yeah, sure, you can write the code. If you're familiar with Golang, you can just start writing the code. If not that much, you can just walk through the stream and just see how it's working. And after the stream, I'll be posting it in GitHub. So yeah, you can have the code. So I rather I prefer you just to see and ask as many questions as you need to get it clear, and then if you want, just write the code. Or if you want to write the code at the same time, there's no problem. It's completely fine. If you have any error, you can just ask me here. This language. Okay, so if you're not familiar, yeah, you can just watch the stream. It's a recorded stream, so it will be in tweets for, I don't know, but at least a week or a couple of weeks, so you can watch them back. No worries with that. Okay. Content header. Okay, it's content type. Okay. What else do we need to make this request? Okay, we need the body, brand type. Okay. Let's see. Right. Okay. Client ID, client secret. Okay. Okay. So the other thing that we need is a response to create a struct with this response. There's a website called, let's see, go try no JSON to go struct. Basically, what it does, it takes Basically what it does, it takes a JSON data, well, a struct format, and it turns it into a Golang uh, um, a Golang struct, okay, an object. So this will be more, well, easier than doing it manually. So yeah, we can take advantage of that because this will be the response. Because after we will be marshalling the response into this struct access token. Um, let's call it data. Okay, so now we have our information. The Okay, so let's go with the HTTP request. HTTP clients interface. Yeah, I think this should work. Yeah, type default client struct. Okay, so let's define. Yeah, okay. So this wow, this is a, okay. So once we have our interface for the default client for the HTTP request, let's go to the function itself. Okay, get access token whatever. Okay. Okay. So here we'll be responding uh, client default. I'm not using the autocomplete thing because default client. Okay, let me just disable this autocomplete thing. I think it's GitHub Copilot, maybe. Disable. Okay, let's reload this. Yeah, because it's quite annoying sometimes. Okay. Yeah, it's quite annoying. Okay, let's add the parameters for URL that's values. Okay, params that adds. First of all, let's grant type. Okay, the grant type will be this one called client credentials. Params that adds the client ID will be API client ID and client secret. So the API client secret. See, okay, client ID and the client secret. Okay, what else do we need? Okay, and the body. Params that, oops, params that code. Okay, so let's make a request. Requests. In this case, we're not catching errors. HTTP that new requests. It will be, I think it's a bust. Okay, yeah, it's a bust. The URL will be the endpoint base URL plus security or else. Yeah. And we'll be adding the body. Okay, so we have the body with the information that we need. We have the type of request, the endpoint. We just now need to get the response and marshal it into the struct that we made. Okay, let's check for errors in case we have some. If errors not new, let's do a well, let's just a simple log print with okay requests header. That's it. Consent type header form URL encoder. Okay, so here we'll be sending the request. So the response, let's catch an error. Now clients do requests. If now, yeah, simple. Okay, so FRS body close. Just for the end. So can this data, let's call it like this. No, let's read REST. But if you're not familiar with GET requests in or POST requests in Golang, no worries. You can actually use Python. It's a little bit more simple than this. So if you have more experience with Python, go with Python. It's the same endpoint and it will be more easier. Oh, let's not. Okay, it's if not, it will be a little bit. Let's hope we don't have an error. Okay, so now marshal the response. Marshal the response. Unmarshal token JSON data and access token data. Okay. Is not an expression. This access token data token. That's access token data. We have Marshall JSON data. Let's see. We check where this can come from. Okay, let's see. Not Hispanic. In this case, return access token data. Okay, this will be the return. It's not an expression. Okay. And let's change this first of all. Let me check where this can be coming from. I have no idea. Let me do a quick search here. Sonic is not an expression. String type scope. Okay. It's a Marshall token. Okay. Let's see where this can be coming from. Inside credentials, amplifier, header, endpoint, basic URL, client, do, just response. Okay, error, index, not Marshall. So, some data. Let's see. We can get anything here. Let's try to run it. Okay, let's try to run it. It will not be combining expression. Okay, let's see. Uh, okay, let's do some research, guys. Golang says type is not an expression. Okay. No, that's not an expression. Okay. Response. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 So just this to change it. Oh, okay. Fuck. I just sorry. Copy this again. I'll try to. Okay. Uh, okay. This. Can you see the code? What we've changed? Or let me check. Oh, okay. No, I was not sharing the code. Let me see. Okay. Okay. So basically it was in a Marshall function, and oh, the access token, the typing was not correct. Um, okay. So let's try it now like this. Access token Amadeus. Just to get go build. Okay. Okay. It's not showing any error. Now this should turn access token. Let's see. Token lock prints line token. Okay, let's try this. Go build line. Oh, okay. Okay. So now we having okay. Now we having this function working. Let's try. Okay, first of all, let's try to beautify this. Let's be there's a function. I think it was called. Let's see. Format that go. Package. Okay. I think it was called. Um. Okay. Marshall events. Intention go encoding JSON. Marshall find Marshall events. Okay. Example Marshall events. Okay, so it's Marshall events. Prefix and then returns a byte and error. Okay. So let's call it format structs. Interface is an input, and just yeah, let's make it return a string. Okay, so s let's not a Marshall string. No, it was Marshall indent, right? Okay, Marshall indents. The interface. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let me check this again. It was value prefix and then okay, byte and error. String s. Okay, okay. So let's try with this one format structs. Yeah, let's try. Okay, let's add package. Do you have any question, guys? If you have any, just don't hesitate to ask me. Okay, let's introduce the token. Okay, why it's not working? Not expected by package app. Okay. Yeah, this is the capital. FMC that's print line. Okay. Okay, so now we have the same response as we did here. Okay, once we check for our well for the token. So in this case, let me just search. Okay, let me just enable the Copilot just to go more quick. Copilot. Okay, enable. Let me see if it's working. Okay, I think we have to restart this. I will be. Let's go back quick. Let's hope it's working. It's not working, I think. Okay, so it says that it's working. Okay. Form struct. Okay, now we have now that we have our response of the access token, right now we can create the function for the flights. Let's call it flights. Flights.co. It's the same package. Yeah, let's make it simple. Okay, so now that we have our token search, we can just create a simple response. Well, a simple function. First of all, to get the airports, as you can see, there's uh, an endpoint called airport routes. Basically, you just introduce in the params the departure code, for example, Barcelona or another city, and you'll get a list of all the available airports you can go from this route, from this airport. So you get all the routes. Okay. So, sorry. So function, let's call it airport search for complete. No. So, airport search. Okay. The URL of the request will not be this one. It will be airport direct destination. Airport direct destination. Okay. If you want, that means that will share the same endpoint pointer. So this will be plus this plus let's see, import. The import will be string. So there we go. This will be something like this. Okay, with the introduced import here. Okay, so just make the request. It's a request. Okay, it's a get request. Your URL will be this one, and it will be nil. Okay, if error. Okay, just to search for some errors if you have any trouble with that. Now we need to add two things: our barrier token and yeah, the basically the barrier token. Basically, we'll be calling barrier. Okay, the bar. Okay, let's call it B token. This will be something to get res. Okay, let's keep it here. Get access token. Get access token. So this will get the full struct. The only thing we need is the token. No, the access token. Okay. So it will be a response that access token. Okay. So the B token will be the access token. This one, just so we can make the request. And B token request that header add authorization barrier. Okay. Okay, so this should work. Send it and then imports. Okay, so this will be client. Okay, response client request if you have an error. Okay, so the response in this case. Okay, first of all, response body close. Okay, yeah, we can print the response status raise dot status to see if it's a 200, if we have a 400 or anything. So yeah. Now I always read response. Okay, now we have the body tag name for years here. So once we read the response, yeah, just print it here. Response body string body. Okay, so this should get all the airports in this case. Okay. Airports available. Airport search. App airport search. Instead of mad, let's call it. Okay. Not value, use that value. What? No value, use that value. Form struct. Okay, we can form that. App. What this means? No value, use that value. No value. No value, use the value. Okay, let's search for this. Click research. That means A, there's no value and B is returning A, then B must return. If you're trying to return something, but you have nothing to return, should go. Okay, maybe it says API. Okay, so okay, so okay, obviously, will not be working because we're trying to return something. And it's not the case. So, well, I think it's not necessary. Just call it because there's a print. In this case, we should, yeah, let's print. Oh, okay, because it's getting two. Well, just let's keep it simple for the moment. Go builds. Okay, okay. Now it's working. This is the response. Okay, so this means that that if we want to go from Barcelona, we can go to 172 countries. Well, other airports directly, with uh, no stops. So that means that we can go to other countries that are not listed, but will be required to make a stop or two or the necessary ones. So keep that in mind. I don't know where you're from. Can you tell me the city where you're from, folks? There's some people here. Hope so. Where are you from? So we can search for the airport to see some destinations. Okay, let's wait. Okay, no one is talking. I think the last time or the last stream there was someone from um I think was what he was where he was from. Um Not Delhi. It was a city near Delhi. Uh let's see. Okay. Let's try uh it was Hyderabad. Yeah, it was this one. Hyderabad. Okay. Hyderabad airport. Airport code. It's HYD. Okay. Let's see if we can find something with from Hyderabad. How many airports we can go to there? Go builds. Okay, so we have okay. We have many airports here. Exactly 72. Okay. Abu Dhabi, Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad, Bahrain, woman. Okay, I'll not be pronouncing these names because it will be incorrect, 100%. um, okay, so yeah, now we have um this function running. So okay, let's see. Okay, let's create a function to actually book the flights. Oh, search for the flights. Um, okay, how we can call it? First of all, let's create like a search. Mm, yeah. We need. Okay. Okay. We need type search. Let's call it flight search struct. Quarter code. Nah, it will be origin codes, destination, departure dates, yeah, return, adults, will be children, infants, currency codes, travel class, non-stop, next. I think that will be it. There's no need. I just took the struct from the search for the other one and just adapted just to not make it that tedious. Okay, let's turn this integers into strings. It'll be simple. So we are not dealing with type conventions, because that will be a pain for this example. Okay, so string flight search. Okay, so let's create a method. Uh, func. Let's call it search flight search, and let's call this function get flight orders. Well, offers. Let's call it offers. Order is when we actually book it. Okay, so the URL will be something like, yeah, we need to add all the other characters. Oh, okay. So it's okay. You handle it quite easy. So still this one. Okay, it's enter. Max inference currency code. Let's make sure it's the same one. Destination code, currency code, travel class non-stop max. Okay. Endpoints, shopping. Okay, so in this case, will not be the same one because the other one was version 1 and this is version 2. That means that this one will be the same. Instead of 1, it will be version 2. Create 2. Okay. Because yeah, it's using the second version. Do you have any question, guys? Okay, if you don't have any question, I'll just continue. Okay, so now we have our search URL. Let's just try to print it. Print this. Okay, Okay, flights in the main. Let's try to create a new search. Okay, okay, it's giving me an example. Okay, next. Okay, it's the last one. Okay, so let's see to okay, let's see JFK. 2023 December. Okay, no problem with that. Currency code euro. Okay, you can change that for Indian rupees or USD, or I don't know, whatever you use. In this case, euro, because I'm from Europe. So travel class economy. The travel class can be economy. Let's see. Here can be okay. Economy, premium economy, business, or first. Okay. If you don't put anything, if you just leave it blank, it will be economy, but we'll be adding it just in case you want to change it later and try first class or business class flights. Uh, okay. So we search that flight offers. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see the URL. Okay, this is the URL we're getting. Okay, we have a mirror here. Okay, because this is okay, so this is the link we're getting. Let's try it here. Let's get a new token. Flights. Okay, token. No, it's not this one. What it was here. What's this one? Economy influence. Okay, it's this one. Let's change your token. Let's see if it's working. It seems like it's working. Okay, great. Okay, so it's working. We have our um, okay, so we have our search struct object to introduce all the params, and we have the URL where to make the request. Now the only thing we need is basically add um, um, search get request to JSON. Yeah. Okay. So, let's make it more simple and separate these functions. In the config, you can create. It's talking about else. Okay, you can create a function called get requests helper to JSON. Request helper to JSON. Access token available. Okay. I think it should not be working. Get access. So okay, get like get quest helper JSON. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try this one just to make request more more simple for this example. Do you have any question, guys? Uh, no. Here I can see you have no question. Okay, that's great. Um, if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me. Okay. So get requests here. So uh, app that's what we've called it. Get requests. Okay, it must be in capital. Get request output this. URL will be URL. Okay, it's not necessary to share the app. Let's match two variables. Okay, in this case, will be errors just to make it simple. Get request. Okay, so bar flights. Okay, flight offers. Okay, so now we need a structure called flight offers. That will be the response of the flights of the flights response. So to get that struct, we can just copy. Okay, we can just copy this as a sample. So we just got one result. Okay, so we can just copy the sample, go to the website I told you before, JSON to go, just paste all the JSON here, and we'll get an example struct that we can use. Okay, so okay, let's copy this. Let's try with this one. Let's try with this one. Okay, let's call it flight offers. Flight offers. So this will the data will be slice itinerary. So slice to data. Okay. Uh, dictionary. I think the dictionary we can delete it, but let's keep it for the moment. Let's see how it performs. Okay, so if error let's see, get requests. Okay, so this should be fine for a moment. Get requests. This should be fine. Flights. Let's return flights. Let's return flights, and here in the return should end this. Okay, so now if we create a request to get the flight offers, we should get the flight. We should get the flights. Okay, just let me like print it. Okay, so let's try it. Go builds. Okay, let's hope. Okay, so it's working. So what we can do right now is let me just open a terminal. This maybe it will be more, it will be cleaner. New window. Okay. Cd go search GitHub arbitrage flights. Okay. Okay. Clear. Let's delete this. Get this terminal off. Go build. Okay, now if we want to format this, we can, let me just close this. Okay, now if we want to format this, just we can use the function we wrote before, the format struct, and mm, okay, yeah, format struct. Okay, so this function should be working. So can you see, or should I? Maybe should I? Oh, let me see here. Okay, it's. Can you see it like this, or should I put it bigger? Okay, so if anyone can see it, can you please just comment? 724. Okay, so now we have the slide. Okay, so in this case, we have the flight, the token thing, and the airport. So the next thing is to create, well, to confirm, because basically when you get this offer, it's an offer that an airline gives you. In this case, here, let's walk through the data for a second, just to make an update of what we saw a couple of days ago. Okay, so there we have last ticketing date. I think it's like an expiration date for the offer, but obviously it's available until the price changes or there's no more seats. This 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 field called number of bookable seats. Basically, it's the maximum bookable seats that you can book for this flight. We saw that, let's see, American Airlines, for example, there's some airlines or websites, well, flights websites, well, flight search websites that uh, has a maximum number of passengers. So, for example, let's see, I don't know, 9th of May till 18. Okay, so as you can see, the 7 is the maximum. If you select 7 adults, there's no room for children. If you select 6, you have one. If you obviously select 2, you have 5. Okay, so 1, for example, and 6. This is the maximum, as you can see. It's 7. In this case, it's 9. Maybe it's because of the airline policy, or it's just uh, Amadeus. Last week, we tried with an example for, I think it was KLM from Netherlands, I think, and the maximum it was 7. So sometimes it's 7 and sometimes it's 9. I think the 9 is the maximum I saw. Okay, so the thing here is that once you get the offer from the airline, um, okay. So once you have the offer from the airline, okay. So this is 7,900. I think it's for 7 people. So okay, makes sense. Accept. Okay, so once you select, for example, this, sometimes it's not in real time, it's cached. So what they do is they update the price. That's why sometimes when you just finish, you want to book a flight, and then when you go to the payment, select the payment method, the price changes. Sometimes up, sometimes down. That's because in that process, what they do is they update the price with the current market price, and sometimes it goes up, sometimes down. most of the times it goes up. You know, it's not common to see it go down. But yeah, keep in mind. So okay, so the segments are just parts of the travel. For example, if in this case I'm going, okay, let's see, sketchbook or something. Sketchpad. Okay, I just okay. Let's see. Create new. Okay, so imagine that you want to go from this place. Let's see. Let's say, okay, Barcelona. Okay, if you want to go from Barcelona to, okay, GFK, GFK, it's uh, the New York airport. I think it's the biggest one. There's another one called Newark or something like that. Um, okay, so if you want to go from Barcelona to New York, you get an offers. Okay, let's say you have five offers, five offers from different airlines. This is offer one, two, etc. Okay, so when you select the first one, in this case, let's say this one, this is the first offer, the ID one. What you do is you just make a request with this offer body. Okay, let's say with all the information here, the prices for the passengers, for each passenger, the segments. The segment, basically a segment. If you going, okay, so this is a round trip. Okay, this is from say Barcelona. Okay, let's call it B and J. Okay, from Barcelona to JFK, you have two segments. Basically, well, sometimes it's just one segment when it's a direct flight, but if it's not a direct flight, there's two or more segments. That means that the first segment will be from Barcelona to the stop city, let's say Lisbon, Portugal, and the second segment will be Lisbon to JFK. Okay, so if you have a stop in the round trip, in the round trip, if you have a stop, it will be two segments. Segment number one, and this is the second segment. The first one will be from JFK to Lisbon, and from Lisbon to Barcelona. From Lisbon to Barcelona, this is number two. Okay, so this is the itineraries. Itineraries basically it's two. If it's a round trip, there are two itineraries. The first one and the second one. And the segments, there are one in this case and two. So there's two segments for the first itinerary. So first itinerary, two segments. From Barcelona, in this case, to Lisbon, because it's TP. TP it's for TAP Portugal. So it's Barcelona to Lisbon, and then from Lisbon to JFK. Okay, so just to make, I just want to make clear the the concepts of segment and an itinerary. So it's different. When you have a flight, two itineraries. If it's a round trip, if it's just one way, just one, and the segments are the parts of the trip you're doing. Okay, the duration is 11 hours, 30 minutes. So that means that for the first two segments, this is the time you'll be traveling. Let me check if it's just flight time or total. So okay, this is 8 hours. Mm, 8 hours, 10. Okay, yeah, it's the total. That means that it's flight time plus waiting time in the airport. 6:15, 35 an hour. Yeah. Okay. So it's a total. So um the flight time and the waiting time at the airport. Uh, the first uh the first itinerary, Barcelona to New York, will be 11 hours 30 minutes, and the round trip will be 9 hours 45 minutes. It will be JFK, Lisbon, and Lisbon to Barcelona. Why it's 15, well, an hour and 15, 1 hour? Oh, okay, 1 hour and 45 minutes less. Maybe because the waiting at the airport is less, or maybe the flights are quicker. Let's check it. Okay, so Barcelona to Lisbon, it's um 2 hours, and the other one is 8 hours 15. And this one is 6 hours 40 instead of 8 hours. Okay, so here's the difference. And Lisbon Barcelona will be an hour 15, 10 minutes less. So yeah, that makes sense. Now number of stops. Okay, obviously there's no stops because it's instead a stop in its whole. Um, so this is you have the flight number, the date, the terminal, and the aircraft, and the operating. Maybe me. Uh, let's see. Airline codes. Me. Okay. Portugalia. Okay, it's Portugalia. Sometimes it's the operators are not the same. PGA Portugalia. Okay, so it's operated by Portugalia, but it's TAP Portugal flight. Okay, sometimes it happens. Maybe it's the same airline or different one that operates with them. I don't know. So the price, the important thing. Okay, so here we have a price of 419, and that includes everything. Well, not everything, but like the round trip. Okay, so the from Barcelona to JFK, JFK to Barcelona, the four segments. There are four segments. Basically, it's a round trip and with one stop. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's four segments. Okay, and the total price is 419 euros. That's I don't know, USD, 420. Let's say 420 is $460. Okay, so yeah, it's a fair price. 148, grand total 419. Okay, so additional services are as its name says, additional services that the airline offers. So in this case, we have, for example, check bags. Mm, so check bags is 150. This is included for the whole trip. So if you put like check bags, sometimes are 25 or 30 kilos. Sometimes are just 20, depends on the airline. In this case, we'll need to check it on the confirmation. So let's say there's check bags, additional service. Um, Pricing options. Let's see what else we can. Okay, this the travel pricing slice. It's basically a list of the travelers that are booking this flight, and their their prices and what they are paying, what kind of traveler. So, for example, an adult. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It's quite early here. So the traveler type, adults. Um, so yeah, basically it's information about each traveler. Segment. Okay, so there's four segments as I told you, and you can include bags and, for example, just on one way or on the round trip. So here you have the option. Class E is economy, discount, economy, da da da. Okay, and dictionaries, it's basically the nomenclature and what it means. For example, Lisbon, it stands for the city code list in the country. Barcelona, the same. JFK for New York City. The aircraft, so E90 basically means um, Embraer 190. Maybe it's an aircraft. Let's look for that. Let's see what it is. So yeah, it's two. Yeah, it's quite a small airplane. Okay, it's a small airplane. Maybe it's uh E90. Okay, it's Lisbon, Barcelona. That makes sense. So yeah, and the 35, it's different. Oh, okay. So here you have the codes. For example, for the carriers, you have NI, Portugalia, that we searched before. Yeah, I just closed it. And tap Portugal. Okay, so now what we have to do is, for example, let's say we want to get the confirmation for the flights. How we can do that? Because to make the booking, we need the confirmation. So let's see. Uh, okay, okay. Fund get flights confirmation. Mm, okay, I think it's not. Okay, that's this is not working. It's not working. Uh, okay, so I will take another interface. Pause. Okay, so we will need another function called uh, post request helper to JSON and fix this so we can. Okay, so this should work. Okay, this should work. Helper JSON request fields. Okay. Let me see if we can post. Okay, let me check if we can get another function just to make it more simple for us to understand and more quick. Because we don't have that much time, and I would like to at least show you how to confirm that. Let's take this function. Let's make some changes here. Some needed changes. Okay, pause requests, fields. Okay, so say type. Okay, data, URL. Okay, let's add a couple flight offers. We need flight offers here. Search and the type. Okay, JSON type. Okay, so we need the URL to make the post request, the type. Okay, yeah, the type for the request, the flight offers that we want to search for, and yeah, for the moment, it will yeah, will be that post request for the token, using the access token, blah blah blah. So in this case, I don't know if it will be the second version, flight pricing. Yeah, it's the first version. So shopping flight offers pricing. Okay, so okay, okay, it's looking. No, this is not what we're looking for. Okay, so get flights. Let's see, post request requests. Yeah. Okay. Flight orders. We're not booking flight orders. Let's post request. Post request fields flight. Yeah. Post request. Let's type flight order. Will be flights. Flight offers pricing. Okay, will be this one. Okay, so we have the type here, and we have post requests. This data, that's URL. So the URL will be version 1. Well, not this. It'll be just shopping. Shopping offers. Shopping by offer pricing. Okay, so this is not a new assignment. So post request data that flight offers appends order. Okay, so why okay, yeah, the order. Okay, so why I'm appending the order instead of just setting, because we can search for confirmation for more orders. That means that, for example, if we select multiple, like 2, 3 orders, I think the maximum is 6, and we can just, let me check if there's anyone. Hi, from UK, and if part will this be available on YouTube to rewatch? Yeah, sure. Um, G O O Brick. Yeah, it will be available. I think in Twitch it's available, the videos, and YouTube too. You can search for it's called Introduction to Flight and Hotel Booking Part 1. It's the same, just change Part 2 for Part 1. But yeah, it's still available. I think it will be available for weeks. I don't know exactly, but yeah, you can check it. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're running out of time. Let me just finish this. Updated offers. Okay, it'll be. Let me check how the config post requests. I'll put the data. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll put the JSON post requests. Okay, updated offer. Let's check. Flights confirmation. Flight confirmation. So, okay, in this case, okay, if based on that on Marshall flight confirmation. Okay, so let's create this struct. To create this struct, we can do the same process of shopping flight offer pricing. We can take the response as an example. Okay, um, flight offers pricing. Okay, and we can try to get the whole struct. In this case, there's a lot of common fields. So what I would recommend is just take them both, compare them, and get the best results. For example, let's say, okay, what it's called, flight confirmation. Okay, let's first flights confirmation structs. Okay, flight confirmation. Flight confirmation. Flight confirmation. Okay. Okay. So for example, between this one and this one, there's a lot of fields that are in common. So you can try to make it again, but with the same thing, with some things in. Well, just take the common parts and just make one and reuse it. But for this example, we'll be using two of them. Yeah, just because we don't have that time to start, just taking things and making a mess. So we return flight confirmation. Okay, flight confirmation. So here, flight confirmation. Okay, let's hope. Let's hope this works. Okay, so what we can do here, for example, is we need to introduce the order here, the order itself. We can make the first. Okay, let me see how we can do it. Search get flight offers. Okay, so we can just get the flight offers here. Okay, and we can use data that flight offers 0 data. Let's see. Okay, so we have flight offers, we have data, and the data, okay, 0. Okay, so we can use the first offer that we get. In this case, for example, this one, we can use this one to make the second request and just to get the confirmation. Okay, so okay. Okay, so offers, we're getting all the offers for these params, and then once we get the flights, we use the first one just to Okay, let's put max 3, so we get 3 responses, and we just making the confirmation with the first one. Okay, so here we can just make a log print, just see what it returns. Flight confirmation. Offers data. Okay, let's cross fingers. Okay, clear. What we should get? Go builds. Okay. Okay, great. Flight offer pricing. Okay, great. So we're getting the response. This is the confirmation, guys. This is not the first search. We made the first search. Okay, mm, let's for example make a print here. Looking for searching log prints. If just formats handling. Looking for good offers. Looking for good offers. Okay, and the other one will be confirming flight order. Let's say offer. Okay, so we can see what's going on. And okay, so now it's searching for the offers and then getting the first one of the list and get the confirmation. So the confirmation, let's say we want to make it more visual. You can use the app format struct function here. Okay, looking for a confirmation. Okay. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, let's see why. App format structs. Oh, okay, because the print. Okay, because it should be done here. Log. Okay, structs format. Let's clear this. Let's clear the mess. Okay. Now it should be formatted. Okay, great. Okay, so here's the confirmation. What it means is that now we can take this offer, exactly the same one. Okay, let's see what it's and so the first one, the second one. 1, 2. Okay, so there must be a couple left, so it's still here. Okay, let's copy this and let's try it. Try it here, just to make the book to flight create order. Okay, let's see. Offer. Let's try to create. Okay, let's try to create the order. Get the access token here. Flights. Looking. Yeah, I think it was this one. Elf. This thing cannot be parsed. Okay, so we missed maybe a semicolon here. Flight. Okay, let's close all this. Or not. Actually, see how it's. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. So let me see. Okay. Okay. Let's get this. Copy. this on format. It will be, yeah. Okay. Formats. See. Let's format this. Okay, so what we need basically is these parts of the slides. We before we just copied the whole thing, so we just need this. Okay, let's see if it's copied correctly. Okay, so this is the part we need to make the booking. So now it should work. Let's see. Flights, offer, this copy and paste this. Oh no, this is the pricing. This is not the, okay, this is not the, sorry. Okay, so this should be okay. This should be okay. Something we're running a script, check postman. Okay, let's see. Reading. Can I read properties of undefined maybe? ID is defined. Working OC. OGZ. Okay. Segments. Okay, let's try with this one. Not the other one from the previous example. Okay, invalid access token. Let's use this one. Flights. Okay, let's use this one. Should not be that. Oh, okay. Let's try to get copy this one. Let's copy this one for the example that we have here. Okay, command. Okay, let's go to the postman. Okay. Pricing. Okay, this should be pricing. Instead of. Okay. So, okay, let's try it with the other confirmation. Scenes here. The flight offer. Okay. So let's try to create an order. Okay, create the order, the ALF, the not a basic, it's barrier. Invalid. It's not priced in some data offers. Okay, let's see why. Okay, there's two. Okay, see if it's the same one. Offers pricing. Now let's copy the last one. Okay, so this should be working. Let's see here. Okay, and this now we should create the booking order, the same one. Traveler one. It's the access token. Let's get another one. Oh, Traveler ID one. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Let's see the for pricing. This is not create order. The travelers. Okay, so we have two travelers, and in this case, we just search for one. I think adults. Okay, so this is important because if we just have one traveler and the offer, okay, this current offer is for just one traveler, traveler number one. So it's an adult. There's no more travelers. Okay, so yeah, this is all the taxes. So there's just one traveler. We cannot add two. If we want to add two travelers, we need to specify that on the search input here too, and then the response we will get will be for two travelers. The offer, I mean. So this should be working. Okay, so perfect. So let's say, okay, so this is the offer and this is confirmation. Okay, now great. Now what we have here is basically the search structs we can use to search for flights and the confirmation of the offers we got. For example, this one is just the confirmation for the first one. If we want to confirm them all, we can just create a for segment here for offers, range, offer confirmation, and just confirm them all if we want to do that. But if not, we are just confirming the first one. We go here. Okay, it's here, same function as here. Okay, so we get the confirmation, confirming flight offers. We send that to the API endpoint. To let me see to this one, shopping flight offer pricing. And once we get that, we can just make the booking. And for the booking process, it's basically the same process, but instead of giving the offers, giving the confirmation, and adding the travelers. It's basically struct the traveler name, date of birth, gender, email address, device type, uh, document type, birthplace, and yeah, with the passport information. And yeah, here have the ticketing. This is actually a demo. Well, it's a test booking. It's not real. Okay. So yeah, guys. That's it. If you have any question, don't hesitate to write me. Send me a message or in Discord. I'll paste here my um. Okay. Let me see. Okay, banners. Okay, it's a banner. Okay, so this is my Discord ID. You can just send me a message if you need anything or help with something. So yeah, hope you had fun. You learned something, and I'll be publishing this code in a repo soon if you want to, or if you're interested in the code, just send me a Discord and I'll send you the link of the repo. Okay, just not to spam the whole group of people. So if you want this code, just send me a Discord message. I'll be getting back with the full code so you can test it and add as many things as you want. If you're more Python oriented, you can just uh, write it on Python. Same endpoint, it will work. Amadeus, it's called, and yeah, hope you had fun creating your first order for a flight. Again, there's any question? I think we're running out of time, so I think there's must be someone coming right now. So on not. Uh, okay. Anything? Just send me a message. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, hope you learned something. Have a nice day.